Hey guys, it's the morning of day 26. We have stopped at the St. James post office. Shlomo's inside right now sending a package. I just sent a package. I was just sending home a few cotton shirts and a book. And then Shlomo was sending home some of his things. The reason I was sending home shirts that are cotton is because cotton is just not good for the road. When I wear shirts, this is a Wild West touring tip, I guess. When I wear shirts, I wear a mixture of spandex, polyester. It dries quickly and is way more comfortable on the road. It's light and it keeps its shape and does not wrinkle very easily as well. So if you're looking for a good quality for shirts, spandex slash polyester, it's loose fitting but form fitting to the body and tight on the arms. So it just keeps things out of the way and keeps you doing, just it makes the trip a lot easier, honestly. And we both wear wool socks, so keep that in mind. I think he wears maybe a mixture of spandex and wool. I just wear straight wool. But socks are really a preference. I wouldn't go with cotton either there, though. And for other things relating to, I guess now that I'm on the topic, for other things relating to clothing, just for hot weather, you want light clothing. For pants, I wear these really light type of pants that are more like jogging pants, and I actually just got those from Target. And we wear chamois shorts, which is basically just shorts with padding. Sometimes on days where I just don't want to wear the chamois shorts, I go without it, and your butt's gonna get strong enough to the point where you won't need it. But yeah, so day 26, just out here getting some things taken care of, and we have a 40-mile ride today. Should be fairly easy. We're gonna be stopping in St. Roberts. We're in St. James currently, and it is still Missouri, but Kansas is coming up within the next 3 days, I think. So stay tuned for Kansas. Maybe 4 days, maybe 4. Kansas will be kind of in the Flint Hills area, I believe, just from talking to my friend. And so here we go. Excited for this day ride, but I am a bit tired. We did sleep in a little bit more today. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. In relation to clothing, guys, I use the Teva sandals. I got the step up version, which is a little bit more rugged on the bottom. The regular Tevas just come with a flat base, and they're not as rugged on the bottom. They will still work for you, but I got these because I thought they were much more comfortable, and I like to get off the bike and walk quite a bit. So the Teva sandals, I definitely recommend. I've heard Chacos are really good as well. So that's something in the clothing department that you're probably going to want to look for. And then for shoes, I don't think I got the best shoes for the journey. So what I got was a pair of Vans. And these are a better option for Vans. Just like they're a more sturdy Van than you would usually get from like a store like, Journeys or something like that. These are some of the more like higher priced ones. These came at like $100. I think I got a discount on them. They have a breathable mesh, like you can see my finger right there. So they do dry fairly quickly, but I do have them coming apart kind of at the seams here in the front. They should still last me the journey, and they are very comfortable, but I would suggest maybe spending a little bit more than I did on a shoe that's more preferable. But I wouldn't suggest like Gore-Tex or anything that's rubber within the inside, or even anything that's waterproof, because it's going to make your feet sweat. So those are the things you need to consider. These haven't been bad, but I don't think I would go with them again. All right, listen people, just got my bag caught in my wheel. So this bag, I've been having trouble with all my stuff. I've been looking over at Shlomo's rig, just being covetous the whole time. Or as my father would say, I wish I had his bags and he had better ones, so that way I don't covet. So I have changed up my set, and that's my new set, and I'm going to be putting it on, see if I can get everything within where I need it. If I need to put a bag on my back for the day and figure out a different option, I will. But I think I'm going to be able to fit everything in the new setup. So I'm going to remount everything and then see what I can do. That's pretty much it. So these bags have made it 26 miles. They could make it more. It's just that I really wanted the waterproof because that was a problem on the trip. And so I'm going to mount all waterproof bags on with, and that's what I was covering all my stuff with, and it was just a pain, and I didn't want it to be a pain anymore. So here we go. New bags going on, and I'll get a little vlog after that. All right, well, Shlomo forgot his helmet about 2 miles back, so he went back to get that at a place that we visited. This is the new bag setup. It does look a lot cleaner. Still using the bungee cords. This isn't that big of a deal, but this is a fully waterproof setup, waterproof bag. These are Ortlieb, which is like the best a man can get. And then right here is a Bontrager bag, which is also dry. A waterproof, I should say. So it's a lot better looking of a setup. The tent and the sleeping pads still go in the same spot because I didn't really think it was warranted to change them. Usually the towel would just go straight in this bag, but I'm gonna cut it in half because I think I just need less of a towel generally. So the towel is gonna be cut, and then I'll only have half a towel, which is fine. It packs too big right now. So we were going through that discussion while I was at the bike shop. So we left there. We were actually in the town of Holla, and yeah, that was it. A quick note: my mother spent a lot of her childhood in the town of Holla, and we just went through there. And we also, me, my mother, and my brother Lucas went on a big trip together. Just kind of going through where my mom had lived in the different houses, and there were some other things we saw along the way. So it was cool to visit Holla again. We just went straight through because we really want to get to our hotel today. I don't know how the documentation is going to be today. I had a pretty negative experience, and I think I'm letting it affect me a little too much right now. So I'm just going to try to focus on getting my mind right. Because, you know, there's a lot of interactions that I've had where I was just really a solid, like, I don't think I've had a bad interaction yet. It's always just been really good talking with people all around the country, going to bike shops and everything like that. But I did have a negative thing happen with the bag. Obviously, I got new bags, so that's positive. But I had a pretty negative interaction, and I need to not let it affect me any more than it should. So I'm just gonna focus on getting my mind right, and maybe today's video will just be small updates, and I apologize if that's what it's gonna be, but I digress. I just climbed a big hill, but in the process, I was able to give myself a little pep talk. Because when you're climbing, this is kind of a touring tip actually, you either get your mind so lost in a different thought that you don't know that you're actually climbing. You listen to music so that it spurs you on to want to climb. And that's really the only two options that I've really run into, aside from you focus on the climb and how much it sucks. And then it's like the worst, you know? Which is like the worst option. I would not say, you know, embrace the climb. Embrace it in different ways. Embrace it with your imagination somewhere else, and do things like that. But the pep talk was, you know, I had that bad interaction. Sometimes things can only get worse, and that's like the first step, okay? I embrace that it's getting worse. And then what's done is the next step, okay? It can't get worse anymore. I probably can't make it better right now, but it's done. So you just gotta like mark it off in your mind. What's done is done. You dust yourself off, get back up. And then the next step is, what can I learn from what just happened? Because when you're thinking about things, and negative things happen to you, you shouldn't blame other people. You should be looking at yourself like, what could I have done better to make sure that my attitude was much better the next time something like very negative happens to you. So as I was going up the hill, I was kind of marking off, okay, can't get any worse. And it's gonna get better. Or maybe what's done is done and I can't make it better. But also, what can I learn to make sure? Because, you can go in with a full head of steam of positivity the next time around, of course. I gotta make sure I don't get hit by this car. That's what I was thinking about while I was going up a hill. And I am in a better state of mind now, so I think I'm gonna be able to enjoy the ride. Because what's done is done, and I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to be positive again. Take that for what it's worth. Nice ride! Looks good! This is the portion of Missouri that I love so much. So cool. I love being surrounded by the rocks. Hey guys, on this day, day 26, it is notable that I think I may have been a little dehydrated as well this day. So, I think it kind of contributed to my emotional state, as it were. So it's one thing that me and Shlomo are going to be trying to track for ourselves a lot better is that we're drinking enough water before the ride and during the ride and after the ride, so that hydration isn't a problem. Now, I'm not saying it's like the main contributing factor. It could have just been that I was feeling bad about that, but I was feeling pretty negative, and I kind of realized later that day that it could have been dehydration as a contributing factor. So we're gonna be talking about water usage, and like maybe how much we use on a daily. And maybe that will be good information for anybody that's going to be doing bike touring or needs more information on that as well. So thanks for watching, and this is day 26. So, Shlomo and me are talking, okay? And I say, so, we're gonna wake up late tomorrow, is that right? And he says, whenever we wake up. And I say, well, you're gonna wake up at 6:30. Can we wake up after 8? And he's like, what? With half the day gone? And I'm just like, what? This man is crazy. He just gets up early so easily. Maybe someday I'll be like that.